Hey guys, in today's video, we are going to cover how to use the Google Doc citation tool and also review step by step how you need to complete the activity that goes along with it. So let's dive in. So the goal for this is to show us that you know how to use the Google Doc citation tool by completing the directions below. Pretty easy. Also, please remember that the deadline for this, it's due Tuesday, tomorrow, at the end of class. So you'll have today to work on this, and if you need a little more time, you'll have tomorrow as well. So let's dive into the directions. The first thing that you need to do is write a paragraph about anything that you want, but do pick something that you're really familiar with so that writing the paragraph is super easy. And if you're not sure what to write about, use the same subject as your Teach Us Something project to save yourself a little bit of thinking time. All right, so let's take a look at our student sample. Our student decided to write about seahorses. What a lovely topic. So let's see what they had to write about it. They wrote, "Seahorses are by far the best fish in the sea, due to the fact that they are monogamous and the way they raise their babies. First off, unlike most fish, seahorses spend most of their lives with one mate. Not only are they faithful, but every single morning they dance for each other. When visiting an aquarium, I even saw the seahorses hold each other's tails like humans hold hands. Oh, seahorses are very loving. Second, seahorses are awesome because their dads carry unborn baby seahorses in their pouch. Therefore, seahorses really are the romantics of the sea, showing their love for each other and taking a unique approach to birthing their young." All right. Great job, student. They have completed their first step and they wrote their paragraph about anything that they wanted. So now they need to go to the second step and use two different website sources in their paragraph. And this means you should include a quote and or paraphrase in your paragraph for each source. Now, if you don't know what a paraphrase is, that's okay, but we're not going to go over it in this video. So if you don't know what a paraphrase is, don't worry about it. But if you do know what a paraphrase is, feel free to use it in your paragraph. But if you don't know what it is, or if you don't want to use them, feel free to stick with quotes. All right, so let's see what the student does for this step. Now, the student used these two sources. Their first one is 7 Wild Facts You Might Not Know About Seahorses, and it's by Katie Hoagie. And so they read through the article, and they decided to use this quote right here. And it reads, "Seahorse couples engage in ritualistic dances to greet each other, moving through intricate rhythmic sequences of twists and turns for minutes to hours on end." And so they Control-C, copied it over into their paragraph. So here we see how they added it in. "Every morning, seahorses do," and then here's the quote we just read. All right, now they need their second quote. So here we have our second article, "Seahorse Fathers Take Reins in Childbirth," and we don't have an author for this one. So we go look through it, hello, and then oh, that's nice. And I'm not sure where it is. They used this one. "The father cares for the young as they grow, regulating the water salinity in the pouch to prepare them for life in the sea." All right, so they use this quote right here. "While most living creatures have the mom impregnated," and then we have the quote we just read. And so, nice, good job, student. They have their two quotes from different sources, and they've done step 2. Very nice. So now we can go to step 3. Use the Google Doc citation tool to insert in-text citations for each quote or paraphrase. Awesome. So now we get to really dive into how to use this tool. So how do we use the Google Doc citation tool? Let's first go into how to access it. So you want to go up here to Tools, up here. So you click on Tools, and then you click on Citations. All right, so Tools, Citations. And when you click on it, the tool will open up here in the right corner, right here. And so we want to add a citation. So I'm going to zoom back in, and we click on Add Citation Source. And this comes up. Oh, actually, there's one thing I wanted to talk about first. Up here it says MLA 8th edition. So one nice thing is that you can cite an MLA, APA, or Chicago. MLA is what you'll generally use in your English class, but if you're writing an essay for your history class or your science class or an elective, you might want to double check that your teacher doesn't want you to use APA instead. So we're going to use MLA for an example. So we want to add a citation. So I'm going to click citation, and we have source type. Both of my sources up here are websites. So I'm going to click here and select website. But as you notice, there's a bunch of different options that you can choose from depending on what you've used. We're doing website today. And then we accessed it by website. That's the only option. And here we put in our URL. So I'm going to go to my article, 7 Wild Facts, and I'm going to highlight my URL, and I'm going to hit Control-C to copy. And then I go over here and I paste it in here. And I'm going to click Search. So you'll notice that sometimes, such as the contributors or author in this case is missing, but that'll be okay. I'm just going to click Continue, and it gives me the opportunity to add in missing information. So I remember here that I did have an author, Katie Hoagie. So here I'm just going to type in her name, Katie Hoagie. So I typed it in right here where it says author, first name, last name. So I've added in that missing information. And so now that I have my information complete, I can go here and click Add Citation Source. And it creates the citation for me. Yay! That's awesome. It's so easy. Look at all that hard work it just did for me. All right, I do have a second source. So I'm going to go and click Add Citation Source. Again, I have a website, access by website, and I'll go over here, and for my article, Seahorse Fathers Take Reins in Childbirth, I'm going to copy my full URL. Nope, I don't want to miss that H. Come here, H. I'm going to hit Control-C. I go back over here, in the URL, I hit Control-V. I click Search, and again, I'm missing the contributor. But hey, there's no author listed here, so there's nothing I can do. So when I hit continue, I'm not going to add an author because there isn't one. I just click Add Citation Source, and now I have both of my citations made over in this area right here in the right side. So what do I need to do with this? I need to insert in-text citations for each quote or paraphrase. So to do that, I'm going to go here to the end of my quote. So I have this first quote. I click here. I'm going to hit space. And this quote came from 7 Wild Facts by Katie Hoagie. And all I need to do is right here, you see it says cite. Let me zoom in. Here we go. Hey, cite. And what you're going to do is click right here. So when I click cite, it adds in my in-text citation, the author's last name, Hoagie. You'll see it matches Hoagie, Hoagie, and it identifies where this quote came from. And now I'm going to do my second quote right here. So I'll click behind the quotation mark, hit space, and again, I just go here and I click Cite, and it inserts my in-text citation, Seahorse Fathers Take Reins of Childbirth. And you'll see here it matches the beginning here, Seahorse Fathers Take Reins in Childbirth. And it inserts my in-text citation to indicate where this quote came from. So cool, so easy. And so now I've completed my third step using the Google Doc Citation tool to insert an in-text citation. Now I can go to step 4. It says, use the Google Doc Citation tool to create a works cited page. Oh man, that sounds like a lot of work. Let's see if it is. So to insert a works cited page, I go to the end, hit enter twice, and what's this down here? It says insert works cited. Let's zoom in. Ooh, this button looks very interesting. I'm going to click this. So when I go and I click insert works cited, ooh, it inserts my works cited page for me. All of this work. Look at all this work right here. It's done. It inserts the works cited page for me. It is formatted correctly, and I don't have to worry about it being wrong because Google Docs did all the heavy lifting. So now let me highlight all this and make it kind of like smaller text. so we can see it more easily. And I'm actually going to go in here and single space this so that it's all on one page for us to see. All right, so works cited pages actually should be all double spacey, but I'm going to make it match the body of my writing. So here we have our in-text citations completed and my works cited page completed. What else do I need to do? Just some easy stuff. Next, I need to include a heading and title so that I have all my formatting done correctly. So I'm going to add my name up here, Jessie Stokes. I'm going to add my teacher's name. I guess I'm my own teacher, Miss Stokes. I'll add in my class period, period 1, and I'll add in today's date, which is, if you don't know your date, it's down here in the bottom right corner, is 10/23/23. 23/23. So then next I need my title. So I hit enter twice. I go up here to my alignment tool right here, click center align, and it brings my cursor to the center, and then I add my title. If you don't know what to make your title, just choose kind of your favorite part of what you wrote. So I really like seahorses really are romantics of the sea. I thought that was really clever of the student. So I'm going to Control C and Control V. Oops, I lost my centering. That's okay. I'm going to highlight this. Again, go to my Align tool and center. And I have my title here. Titles do need to be capitalized. So I'm going to capitalize all my words, just the major words. So now I have my title, Seahorses Really Are the Romantics of the Sea. So I have my heading, I have my title, I have my in-text citations, and I have my works cited page. Beautiful. And then last but not least, share your Google Doc with your seminar instructor, making sure that your instructor is an editor so that they can see all your work and leave comments. So the way I do that, if you don't remember, is you go up here and you click share. And I already have this shared with a bunch of teachers, but you'll add your teacher's name. So Stokes, and here I am, Jessica Stokes. And then I click on that. I make sure that I have editor selected, not viewer, not commenter, but editor. The current weather is 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And then when I'm done, I might write a little, hey, here is my citation activity. Thanks. That's a lot of exclamation points. Very excited. And then I'd go ahead and click send. And that shares this document with my teacher. And I'm done. So I've done all 6 of my steps. And you have a copy of these directions. If you need a reference, let me zoom out. You'll see that this seahorse sample is located at the bottom of your directions so that you can remind yourself how to do the header, how to do the title, what your paragraph would look like with your 2 in-text citations for your 2 quotes or paraphrases, and your works cited page. But the really important part is you want to make sure you know how to use this tool because it'll ensure that you do this kind of tricky MLA citation or APA citation correctly without a lot of effort. All right, I hope that this video helped you. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me or to ask your freshman seminar teacher. And good luck with this. Remember, it's due tomorrow at the end of class. So make sure to turn it in by sharing the document with your teacher. All right, bye.